Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We've got a third map between the original gangsters and the Heretics. Sounds like more of a street gang fight than a Counter-Strike match, but that's exactly where we are, folks. Mirage, the deciding map. And Hugo, I'm going to leave this one with you. It's a little bit of information. Montu's knife has a name tag, and his knife is named Finger in Ass.
Wow, pretty interesting name. We'll ask him about that later. I think we'll get the background of this because I'm sure there's a story to go along with that, like every good
I bet you there
name
is.
tag has. So,
Seems like the perfect kind of story for a summit stream. Maybe we can get him on after. How about a little guest caster in Montu? Maybe that'd be fun, huh? But right now, he's got bigger issues to worry about because he's alive and kicking in the post plant as OG paraded their way into the B bomb site. They're looking for some more kills. And it's Alexi B to connect a couple of shots into the head of XMS and Maka. It is headshots across the kill feed. And it's only Kiyashima left over here. He gets hit down from behind as OG take first pistol.
Yeah, nice confident start. Little B execute to begin this game. And, Mirage, always a classic. We've had a couple of, more tactical heavy maps, if you want to include Inferno in that. That game wasn't full of tactics, more just brawly, but yeah, now we really get to the individuals. Now we get to see who's showing off today, Connor. Because Mirage is the breeding grounds for quick battles. Blast out of the A site looks to be the name of the game here for OG. It's a force up for Heretics. They've saved some Kevlar or some money on players who don't have Kevlar, but on this A site, it's Maka and XMS looking to put a hold down. That Holly, it's even going to tag XMS below. He's got to be careful. Another one lands on him, and the SMG start to run rampant. Opening kill for OG and many more to follow.
Should be. Absolutely should be. Issa's going to get tagged through the smoke. It's like, what the hell was that? Scout shot from Lucky deep in the jungle. Alexi, he finds him. So the last two defenders in Navera and Kiyashima, both sitting back on CT spawn. Navera, he is pinned in this corner, not longed for the world. NBK, he loves this MP5 SD. And, well, he's going to get himself one kill with it. He is the only casualty at the end of this second round. OG 2-0. Hugo Byron.
Connor Gervin.
If you rearrange the letters in Byron, you can spell Brony, and I wouldn't be shocked if you watched My Little Pony. Do you have any comment?
That's disgusting. Even that you would say those words makes me shiver, and I'm boiling hot in this very hot country right now. But that's disgusting. That's
okay.
Actually,
I'm just.
that's one of the fandoms that doesn't make sense, right there. You want a controversial opinion? That's a fandom that doesn't make sense. Like, I don't even want to draw attention to it. That's how little I care.
But Hugo, friendship is magic.
Between humans, maybe, but horses, I mean, I'm not interested. I don't give a shit.
There we go. I knew I was going to get you a little riled up. Valda, he's going to be riled up into the B bomb site, looking for Mac 10 frags. He was looking to make some money. And he made a little bit, but still ends up dying here. Looks like OG, they want to maybe commit around this. They're dangerously close to the bomb site. They could always just leave. And I think they realize that's the better option. It's not a race to the finish line. It's about getting there first. 16-0.
Ooh!
Suck on that.
Well, yeah, that'll win you the round. It doesn't matter where OG go now. They've got the numbers to trade, and they might need to onto Lucky, although chance to get a kill here is pretty minimal. USP even heard around the corner. Kiyashima gone as well. 3-0 for OG, starting things off as they should be started with clean conversions. It feels all too difficult to see that nowadays. OG not falling to an eco is a good sign, but will they fall to the guns is the question in my mind. Heretics coming in with a rifle round. They love this double up. They go for it a lot. I think it did more hurt than help on Nuke, but on a map like Mirage, it's definitely the go-to.
Good time for a timeout, huh? T timeout. T timeout. Double Mac 10, triple AK. Hugo, you hit us with a crafty Byron special. What's the strat, real quick?
Ooh, for who? For OG here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's bonus round, right? So you know, B plays are always nice in this kind of situation. You know that if there is an AWP and you start running Mac 10s down through the apartments, jumping out, then yeah, you know you're going to be able to overwhelm. Other than that, I mean, it doesn't like that's the thing. It's Mirage. Like I don't feel like you know you can run whatever the hell you want really on this map. It doesn't matter because the CT setups don't change that much. So you know a lot of it can just be dependent on the mid round. But OG, do they want to play the mid round or do they just want to rush a bomb site and get it all done there? That seems like the game plan. Oh no, the AWP's in apps. It's going to get spammed, Connor. That is not how they wanted it to start. And off the back of the kill, OG want to snowball into this B site.
Yeah, they're going to try to rocket into the B bomb site. Kiyashima, he's got himself a little bit of a hold. Doubles down onto NBK, and he's trying to get away. But Vol does not have any of that. He reels him back into action. Lucky, he's holding off on the market window. Alexi standing inside it. All 3 CTs towards that back door. XMS and Lucky. All that's left over versus Alexi B and Montu. So, the CT's still forcing the issue, still trying to just box their way out of here, but they get pushed back in. Lucky, he needs the 1v2. There's no bomb plant at the moment, so, you know, clock's still on his side, but as that bomb plant starts to come in, Mantu, he comes off, and it is 9 HP the difference. Mantu bests Lucky in a crucial 1v1 to keep Heretics off the board.
Yeah, that's a really nice try from Lucky, right? He sees the spot. He knows he's been you know, ascertained. The second he hears the tap, he jumps out knowing he has a one-on-one there. And Mantu, he almost didn't get off that plant. I think for a second he thought he could have stuck it in time. But then, like, after a second after his teammate dies, he's like, yeah, okay, if I hold this down, I'm dead. So I need to pull out my gun right now. He does it. He wins the fight, and he keeps OG flawless in this game. So big clutch on the B bomb site, and Heretics rifle round goes astray. It's back to the Pistons with 4 on A.
Molotov, smoked. Pistols, held onto. A site, stacked. Bomb mid. Keo, ladder room. Alexi B, hunting. Window, smoked. Catwalk mollied. Twice.
Flash, pop, Keo, kill. OG, chase. AK retrieve. Keo, second try.
Oh, he tried to go for the flashbang there, buddy. You see that? Tried to underhand the flash, but he got his hands fumbled. That's when you need 4 arms. That's why we need genetically modified human beings with more limbs, so that you can push more buttons on your keyboard. Easy lineup for Valda. This man just doing the dirty. XMS, he's going to get some damage back, so this one's winnable. It is very winnable, in fact. Navera, he's coming in from the apartments flank. XMS creeping up the catwalk. A deagle shot missed, and it's all on Issa. His position's absolutely confirmed. He gets floorboarded by the deagle headshot. It's Heretics with the upset.
Yeah, I mean, nice force buy round there for Heretics. They'll take it. Nothing you can rely on, nothing that's all too consistent, but yeah, they'll pick it up regardless. Considering that was an A stack as well, right? Those rotates are well timed for Heretics with a flank through the apartments as well. So 4-1. About time Heretics did something. We were waiting for it. Hoping it wasn't another blowout like Inferno. Not gonna lie, like, you know, Nuke was great for them, but thinking back to how dominant that first map was, how in control OG were, yeah, I was a little scared. Luckily enough, though, Heretics, they've got the AWP, they've got the guns, couple of AKs here. Same story for Mantu. He's going to be meeting them as well. Heretics putting their AWP in the connector to watch middle, but OG have not been infatuated with the mid control in this game so far. They've been, if anything, you know, scared away from it. Right now, it's an A play with the 2 from under trying to split the connector.
that warning sign. That bullet hole just pops up next to XMS. It's gotta make you shake in the knees a little. But I like this. I like the look of this split. We got Issa in the windowsill, and he finds Lucky's head first and foremost. A 5 versus 4 to the favor of OG. They've got this A site wrapped up, but they are also getting wrapped on. Maka, he's flanking with an op of all things, trying to get behind them in time, and with XMS surviving towards Ticket, this does buy more time. Maka, he is right here, but just as he arrives, Mantu turns back around, calls out the timing, calls out the setup, and calls out Heretics as they will sit stagnant on just one round. They're gonna have to try to save these AKs. They walk away in the 4 versus 2. Hugo Byron, it is OG with 5 rounds on the board.
Oh no, Connor, the curse continues. Can someone lift this spell, this witchcraft that someone put onto Heretics? They are just unable to take 2 rounds in a row. It happened on Inferno, it happened for the first half of Nuke, and it's happening again on Mirage.
Yeah.
OG just love a reset, man. This was old economy. This series would be done by now, I'll tell you that much.
I want to get real for a second. Do you mind if I get real with everybody who's listening at the moment? You're going to be a part of this, obviously, because you're the second commentator, but I just wanted to say something, okay? Yeah. Specifically myself, right? And I know you, Hugo, did this earlier the year when you had like 60 freaking broadcast days in a row or whatnot. I want to say that Summit is actually kind of a special event because the organizers themselves basically alleviate all of the pressure from us casters. You know, everybody who hires us expects a certain quality of product. And Summit, they get quality. You know, they define quality in a very different manner. All the Summit casters and all the Summit sponsors, they know that you can kind of do whatever you want. And that gives you a freedom as a commentator. For somebody who has spoken into a microphone for 36 days in a row, Summit is great because we can have fun. And sometimes when we're having fun, you may not like it. We're not discussing the match like me right now in this moment, but you're still a part of this. And this is, I will say, as a caster and as my first Summit, really fun. Knowing that the organizer has my back if I want to say weird shit, if I want to bring up Mantu's funny knife, if I want to swear, it's at my own discretion. So I know it's not for everybody, but I do appreciate you guys right now because we've had series by series, different levels of acceptance on this kind of casting where the rules are thrown out the window and we can kind of do what we please. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry this isn't for you. If you are one of the people who appreciate us just having fun, then I thank you for giving us the chance to just enjoy ourselves because we all got into casting for the sake of having fun. And it's become our job. It's become more serious and the stakes are always higher because Counter-Strike stakes are always higher. But Summit's a little bit different. And I just wanted to get that off my chest. Thank you guys for being fans and for enjoying Counter-Strike as much as the rest of us. But this gun round, well, let's focus forward because it's the 1v3 in the end of it. They try to go for the A split. It doesn't work, Hugo. And maybe Heretics will give us more good Counter-Strike to focus on forward because the first 10 rounds we can have some fun. But when it gets real nitty-gritty and the hype gets going, I promise you guys we'll take it just as serious. That's why NBK in this 1v3 is worth mentioning, but he dies in the end.
Yeah, Connor, I don't think you could have put that better, really. Like, yeah, respect. It is nice to sometimes just sit back and shoot the shit and talk CS, but not, you know, feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, it has been fun, right? This is my first day of Summit as well. So hopefully not my last. I mean, I'm back tomorrow, cool. So really hopefully not my last. Something would have to happen. But right. Yeah, you know, it's fun. It's fun. We're all about the entertainment. And I'm sure the players are enjoying themselves as well. Not to, I don't want to say like players don't try, but like players definitely play like more loose and more and faster in Summit events. I feel like, you know, a lot of the pressure is off, right? It isn't a $500,000 stadium event with 1 million viewers and, you know, crowds packing out an arena. These are just a few dudes at home playing some video games, and well, OG, they're gonna look to go B in this one.
Got that third player in the bomb site, Lucky, trying to bolster the hold here, and even flashed. He's managing headshots, so nicely done. We've got some nice rifle work actually coming out of Heretics. It's the numbers game that starts working out here for OG. B site fumbles, B site falls, and a man advantage in the post plant. We know that Heretics, the economy's not perfect. They don't have much cash left over. And on Inferno, we saw that, the consistency in their saves. To be fair, we saw it from OG on Nuke. trying to play reserve, trying to keep that cash rolling. It's really tough as CTs to keep that money flowing. So I'm going to call this one off. Op over in the Palace, XMS back in apps, and everybody can relax because this is a 6th for OG.
Deep breath, especially for Heretics.
May I also add, just as a final point, because I don't want to get sappy here. I don't want to beat a dead horse. But the reason I went on that little spiel a couple rounds ago is just because this is our 3rd day, personally, 3rd day of Summit, and we're going to be here for like another 8 or so. So I don't want to have to repeat myself. I'm not going to, you know, 4th? Is it 4th, Lagoon? Oh my God, time flies, huh? Time flies when you're having fun, folks. But again, thanks for being here. Thanks for chilling. All that jazz. Let's talk about Counter-Strike because the buy is a curious one. Heretics, they saved the 2 weapons. And yeah, that's what I thought. Deagles sprinkled in.
They're really relying on XMS and Maka to get the job done in this one. Are Heretics, so unlikely to be winning the round, but you know, we've seen you spiral out of control for sure, and an opening kill really helps them do so. Flash into mid as well. All Heretics looked like they wanted to crunch, but off the back of the advantage, they're going to fall out of mid. That's a good decision, but oh no, no one's watching Con. Missed shots. Alexi B somehow doesn't convert the kill. Now, Issa should and could, but he's getting pressure by Lucky. Will finish that frag off. Molotov could go under, and it will. XMS, he should be dead here. Oh dear, he's swinging out. It typically taps his feet, but he gets out alive. OG, they're going to back away. At least the bomb will from this A site early, maybe ending elsewhere. That's a good call. Heretics are 4 men on this A site, and OG have held B apartments this entire round.
Yeah, B is clear for the taking, huh? OG starts sussing that out. This one's over. But I will say, with the little that Heretics had to work with, they were given chances. When Alexi B didn't quite catch that quick kill, when there was a second chance at XMS getting away here, you know, he knows that running away from that fire, the rubber soles of his shoes have melted as he fell back from that one. It's just Kiyashima at the A site, 2 defenders here on B, Op included, but it's the double headshot from Alexi and Issa, and that 4v2 will conclude with OG finding a 7. I've got hiccups, damn it. I got too emotional.
Yeah, choking, much like Heretics do when they win 1 round and have to find a second one. But yeah, no, not happening. Not likely. Not now, maybe later. It's OG with a 7th. Keeping up a really strong T-side right now. Like, obviously, you know, we meme about Heretics, but it's been great work from OG. Their mid rounds have been good. B executes have been pretty frequent in this game. And Heretics, they're just saving 2 guns. They will get out with both of them here. No one exiting app side. So as long as XMS doesn't go into underpass, because if he does, the bomb will kill him. So he needs to be careful of that. But he'll get away with 15. So nice and safe and secure here for the Heretics. But OG, boy, are they 1 step ahead. Actually, sorry, 5 steps ahead.
5 steps ahead. Sorry for these annoying-ass mic sounds, but it was in my way. I had to move it.
It's called talking,
Hugo Byron,
and don't insult me like that.
You sound like Henry G. Has anybody ever told you that?
Yeah, Steel. First time I met him. I remember my first time in the US. Like, I got that like 6 times in one day when I went to LA for the first time. Smix told me that. Josh Nissen told me that. A bunch of other people at production told me that. Yeah, that's what it really set in.
I like the way you sound, for the record.
Appreciate that. No, I'm just saying words, man. I'm not trying to sound like anyone. Not even really myself.
Yeah, it's not a part of your strategy, huh?
No. Would be a good one, but nope.
I remember back when we cast those 6 months together, where like everyone was comparing you to Henry, and I wouldn't as often, but I'd occasionally get like the budget Sadikiss thing. We are both Canadian. I suppose we say something similar, but you know, we don't have. It's not identical. But I do think you're just like a non-tattooed version of Henry, really.
Yeah, I don't like.
Also a completely different person, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know. Nobody's ever gonna know, you know, it's like he got here first. Just like Alexi. He's in the window first.
Ooh.
CTs, they leave it, and that's gonna cost them. Now the flashbangs go up and over the rooftop of the B site. We've got defenders in position. Lucky, he would love to help his teammates, but he is drawn back by Alexi. That consistency in the market flank Mantu turns his eyes back, deals with the flanker, and it's all on Maka. 1v4 smoked out with an op to save. You know he has to walk away from this. And this has just been the story of the T sides, I feel.
Yeah.
OG back in action.
All series long, with the only exception that like OG went 10-5 up on CT, Inferno, but that they started CT Inferno, right? And they went 6-0 on T side. So 11-4 CT and then 5-0 on T side. So we didn't really see any T sidedness from them, but when they were on it, they didn't lose a round. So T sides have really been the name of the game, especially on Nuke as well. It was kind of funny going back to the budget caster meme. It's kind of crazy, like how many people like fit into that role. It's a weird way of saying it.
You mean like
Harry,
Anders,
for example? Well, Anders and Vince, me and Henry, you and Sado, Harry and Alex as well. I don't hear it as much, apart from when like Harry peaks, and then you can like see the inflection is similar. But what I do find is a lot of people who don't maybe have English as a first language struggle to tell the difference, and so that's where that's coming from. But it's kind of funny how I casted with you when Henry casted with Sado, and then when Henry moved to Alex, I moved to Harry. It was just, I don't know. It's a weird coincidence, you could say. Yeah. It's all scripted. Odd. It's all scripted. It's all.
We've also got Tom Biz and Moses.
Yeah.
That's another one. Oh my goodness, man. I feel like maybe we haven't. Maybe we're all just test tubes. Maybe casters are just scientifically engineered, and we've all just been given different backstories.
Don't start Anders up, man. Anders will latch onto this.
Anders. He was the original, and he's just created copies. He's trying to clone us all.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Woo!
We're on to him. Nice op shot from Mantu there. Maka, he wanted a little bit of information. He wanted a bit of a pick. And you've got to give the props to Heretics looking for openings. You're trailing by 6 rounds. You've got to get this CT side started. Every time you allow OG to just comfortably go into an execute, every time you give OG time to get into the mid round, they're finding flanks, they're finding map control. I mean, I do feel like Heretics are just kind of getting overwhelmed by OG's consistency in presence across the map. So take the initiative, go for the first gunfight. And when it doesn't work out for Maka, sure, it puts you into a 4 versus 5, but it gets the T's moving. And when the T's start making their plays, you can start affording more attempts at disrupting that. Like this, Navera, he finds one over on the jungle, and BK shuts down the man on ticket. The bomb has been dropped, and there's 20 seconds. Navera, he's losing a bit of health to get onto the staircase. Oh, but this is still the best case for him, because Mantu's cut off in mid, no time to plant the bomb. We've got Heretics with the third.
And if we know what this means, Connor, if Heretics win this round, it means they're losing the next round, if we go by the scripture. So Mantu, no time to win. He's all about staying alive. Oh, no, he died. Did he die after time? No, I think he just went down. No, yeah, he died after time. He actually just has a lot of money saved up. Heretics win that round via time, and he dies after. Luckily, he's got $6,000, man. That usually cripples people. But obviously, OG, they just won 3 rounds in a row. And so, with 3 players or 4 players surviving in either one of them, yeah, the money's fine. But that could have been way more problematic than it was. And it's still, a huge amount of loss for Mantu. That's like over $10,000 of loss, right? If you count the fact that you don't get loss bonus and then you lose $6,000 worth of equipment. That's a lot of money lost, so...
There's the op fight. Mantu bests Maka back-to-back rounds. However, in the 11th round just previously, that opening kill versus Maka wasn't enough to get it over the line. This time, things go way better. I talked about the CTs being able to take those initiatives and try to catch people off. Well, they all get caught. Hook, line, and sinker, one after another, a near team ace in the making here for OG. The last man without a frag's Alexi. He's gonna have to plant the bomb, so he's not allowed to go headhunting. But they should let him go after this. Come on, bud. Get out there.
Bomb has been planted.
It's almost like a meme at this point, Connor. Again, Heretics win a round. Again, Heretics get reset. OG, it's like, obviously, it's partly them just not letting, like, knowing the importance of each round as they lose it, and just shutting it down with like a really fast-paced one that catches Heretics off guard, quick out the ace site. But it's just crazy. I've never seen this happen so consistently. And well, Keo, he's trying to save his gun, but little does he know, MBK is wrapping He's not cleared the market, but, you know, he's cleared B. The only places left are Apps or, well, they found him anyway, so it doesn't matter. Apps or market, and OG clean it up. 9 rounds on this T side, looking damn good. And, well, this is surely going to be a 10th, right? Heretics are broke. They shouldn't force here. They should play for the last 2 of the half. Probably the right call. But, yeah, pistols here without a doubt. And a chance to do some damage.
Eagles. These are the kinds of rounds that funnily enough, towards the end of Nuke's CT side from Heretics, when they were trailing 3-9, they just started running rampant around the map. They started getting crazy, dude. Like wildebeests of some sort. And, well, you've got little to lose at this point. You are getting outclassed. You're getting mashed into the dirt of this A site. 2 kills coming out of the T's already. So the Deagles have not prevailed this time around. You know that OG, in the back of their minds, they also remember when they were leading by 6, only to go ahead and lose that second half, giving up second map, and bringing us to Mirage. So they're not going to be caught sleeping, I don't think. Mantu, last frag is his. That's double digits up for the original Gangsters. And Heretics still trailing, but at least they'll have a bye, and they'll try to claw this back 2 more times. 2 more rounds. 5-10, the best case Ontario.
Well, if not, it's just going to be water under the fridge here for Heretics, as Double Orb will again come out. Maka, he had some nice shots back on Nuke, but he's 3-11 in this one. Sending Nivera towards that B site with his AWP. Maka hangs around in the spawn. Mantu definitely been besting that CT-sided AWP every time, pretty much. Like, he's 14-3, man. This guy isn't dead.
I've never heard you. I've known you for years. I've never heard you laugh like that before.
I'm losing a bit of my sanity.
That's what hanging out with me will do to you.
Day by day.
Especially on the Summit stream.
Yeah, man, I feel like, you know, I just dream CS at this point.
It's
like
crazy,
400.
right? Like while we've had industries coming to a halt, somehow we've had more Counter-Strike than ever before.
Yeah, that's the
everything's
crazy
BO3 now. When's the last time you had to watch a BO1? Like, other than the showdown group stage for Blast, this entire last 4 months has just been BO3s.
Yeah, that's a great
more
point.
maps, more Counter-Strike.
All the rounds, as we often
We'll
say.
have you know, we'll have the player break soon enough, and I'm glad that we get a little zany CS before that one happens. You know, all these ongoing RMR events gives you different flavors. There's something for everyone. But here's a kill from Alexi. This is a gun round as well, so we've got to put a little bit more credit into it. It's not just the Deagles trying to bounce back, but the full-fledged rifle round. And Kiyashima, well, he finds the blind side onto Alexi. This isn't going to slow down the A-hit, however. And XMS, he pops the flash up in the bug. He eats his own flash banger. And NBK is going to drop it. Man advantage back up for OG, but the bomb has been thrown down to the dirt. Maka has the vision of it. Navera with 2 op frags looking for the 3rd and final kill to clutch back.
No!
1 second! He had 1 second! And Mantu gets the no-scope.
Cracked. He is cracked. Finger in the arse. Mantu is going next level. Oh my god. Right between the cheeks, Connor.
Got him. Point blank.
What the hell is happening? Double Orb T-side, baby. Let's hit it. Alexi B going to do his best Mantu impression. But Mantu, he doesn't want no impersonators. It's him or it's the bin. And that's where he'll put XMS.
Will they pick up the tempo? Will they let that last one just kind of breathe a little? Like a nice fine wine. You're supposed to take him out for a date before you pull off the antics like that, Mantu. Damn, and he opens up shop, obviously, taking XMS out of this 15th round early. A headshot, perhaps, for Navera on Apps.
Oh.
But Mantu brings it back with a second frag. Nice, slow, meticulous close to the half. This is OG, reminding Heretics who's the boss. Look at them squirm. Look at these CTs. They don't know. A? Do we go B? And all the while, OG, they don't even pick up the damn bomb, man. They're just playing with their food here. They've got them right in the palm of their hand. They've cupped them. They're just having good fun. Looking like this B hit to close out the half. A 12-3 T-side on Mirage by OG. This is like flashbacks to Inferno.
Yeah, I mean, brutal stuff. Heretics, they've realized, but maybe it's too late. They're going to run into B as soon as they can, but Lucky already removed. Nivera coming out the door. There's 3 in the sight, and, well, he'll say good night. Kiyoshima in a clutch. It's maybe not carved for him. A 1-on-5, he's on the wrong side of the map, and also no kit for this retake. So I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but it's probably a 12th round for OG. This has been quite a game, man. Like, considering they started off 11-4 CT Inferno, I didn't think we'd have a more dominant half than that. But here they go on the T side. Actually, I say that, you know, obviously Heretics had a sick T side on Nuke. That was the most dominant half. But other than that, OG showing us what they're made of. 12 rounds at the end. This is, of course, for those wondering, an opening game for Group D. So this isn't elimination, no lifelines here being lost. Well, I guess a lifeline being lost, but no lives being lost. Teams will have 2 chances to get out of this group. So Heretics, even though this is looking rough for them as well, it's not going to be them out of the tournament after this game.
Get more and more of it. More and more of each of these teams, which I'm all for. You know, we saw the, I believe in the Heretics just based on that second half of Nuke. Like, I know what they've got in them. Navarro was looking spot on, but unfortunately, I feel like there's a big argument in this first half for just the ops favoring OG. Mantu looked nuts, okay? We didn't talk about numbers specifically, I don't recall, but he is 19-3. And you contrast that to Maka, who he was constantly picking. He was constantly sniffing him out around the map. He had his scent. And, well, 3-13. So compare those Opper stats, and I think you've got one of the key pieces to why OG lead by 9 rounds. But this second pistol will be starting soon. Please, enjoy. Yeah. Enjoy. Look at this. Look at this artwork for Beyond the Summit.
I swear Mirage was never this purple, man. Something's going wrong. Something's happening.
Yeah,
my
man.
Eyes, they're adjusting.
Everything's purple, man. I feel like this is how Harry...
You can do that voice really well.
This is how Harry sees the world.
Everything's bright. Everything's maybe too bright.
Man.
Mantu is 4-0 in opening duels with 6 multi-kills. That's not like a crazy... Like, 4-0 is great, obviously. It's not like crazy, though. And, you know, that's because the rest of his team are all positive in ODs. That sounds way worse than I mean. Opening duels, apart from MBK, who's 0-3. For the side of Heretics, Kio's 1-0. Everyone else is negative. So, you know, that's a good example of how this game has gone, right? When you're winning that opening battle, a lot of the time it can just steamroll. As long at this level, like, often you're just going to be trading, especially on a map like Mirage. But this game hasn't been a game of trades. This has been a game of OG manhandling on the T side. Mantu finding a lot of kills with the AWP. And yeah, just no answers really for Heretics. When they flank, when they've been in the backline and been annoying, they've been red every time. So T side now, a chance to show us what they're made of, but their backs are really up against the wall on this one, Connor.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a dire straight ahead, but here we go. Into the A site. Let's rumble. Let's rock and roll. Valda, oh my goodness. He could have just lined up like 3 headshots, but he gets 1 and he's done. A little ticket push from Issa. Trying to maybe get into the gunfight. Fades back. And yeah, that magnetizes Maka. And then it's Alexi B in with another 2. XMS, the man who could definitely ace this, but he's only going to need 4 more. They found him, and oh my goodness, Mantu, he is 20-3. Mantu, he set out the hounds. He let his teammates go hunting for those kills in the pistol so that they can maybe also have some nice stats, because he's just been robbing every single kill and never ever dying. And he still comes in for the 1-tap like, well, you guys weren't fast enough. Give me that shit. 13-3, 10-round lead. We are again going to be watching Heretics struggle against the economy. They decide to buy nothing other than that P250, man. It is vanilla pistols for Heretics. just in order to go 3 rounds to 14 and actually afford themselves a T-sided bye. That is all their eggs in one basket.
And man, those eggs, they're going to get smashed to pieces here if Heretics run through the apartment. MBK, the multi-kill man for the OG side, he's ready and raring to go. The smoke does land. That's, if anything, going to cut off his line of sight, but only for a second. He's able to hold the smoke and will be advantaged as T's go through it. Not that that's what they're doing. Heretics are actually opting against this one. In my opinion, this one is, you know, you're overcomplicating it. It's Glocks, boys. You've lost this round. They're going to look elsewhere, right? Like, obviously, you know, you shouldn't play around like it's over, but
Yeah.
This round is over.
I will say, okay, I've played a lot of pugs with Mr. Hugo Byron, and he absolutely hates when you've got a round like this and you don't just go die with your Glocks. So I know his blood is boiling.
It's not, no, that's the thing. I'm not going to, at a pro level, like, it makes sense. You want to stall the round time, you want to bleed the util, you want to waste the CT's money, you want to abuse every opportunity for a kill. But when you're 5 Glocks or 4 Glocks in a PT50, like, yeah, they're doing the right thing. Just run mid, just go fast, get it over with. Like, this isn't a win. They waited enough that the util was used, and like, there's only so much money you're going to bleed out of OG. And again, context is important. 14-3, like, if you're playing to burn $300 a utility, you got the wrong aspirations.
You've got bigger
going
problems
right
huh?
now. Yeah, definitely.
They absolutely have bigger problems, folks. This is the 11-round lead for OG. Oh boy. If it wasn't for that massive comeback on Nuke, Heretics would have never been in this series, because we are staring at 2 blowouts between Inferno and Mirage. In some wacky, wild way, these teams exchanged map picks. OG just got to work on that CT side of Nuke, it seems. And they would have had this one all wrapped up. It would have been very beautifully wrapped as well, like with ribbons and maybe a little sticker.
I feel like you're a good present rapper, Connor, just by knowing.
Yeah, I just pay people to do it, man. Nope. I have very little patience, actually, when it comes to stuff like that. And Valda, well, he's patient enough to trade Frag 1 into the Palace, so things are looking dire. There are as many FOMI on OG as AKs for the Heretics. So can Heretics just group themselves up? They need to clump together and try to burst into this B bomb site. Mantu is back deep bench. He's got an assistance, an NBK that draws attention. There's also Alexi over in the market. Man disadvantage times 2, and it is all shut down. OG baby. 12 rounds of a lead, 12 map and match points.
Yeah, and with $3,000 to play with, it doesn't really bode well for Heretics, who have still yet, nearing their loss of the series, still yet to piece together 2 rounds in a row in this map. I mean, they've only got 3 to their name, so it's not a huge surprise, but yeah, that's always been the problem here in this series. Never being able to build any economy, never being able to put OG on eco, most importantly, and therefore never being able to make these games competitive. Other than Nuke, obviously, which was like a blip on the radar, a great T-side for Heretics, but OG just had no answers. In both other maps, like, Heretics just haven't had anything to play with. So yeah, that's left them in a 15-3. Words are hard and numbers are harder, especially for the Heretics right now.
Yeah, the numbers are not on their side. Most certainly. The weapons are not on their side. The Kevlar is not on their side. They definitely have people cheering for them. But that's going to be the minority at this point, I think. Still, Hugo, you know this best. A good cheerleader can turn things around. You better get those pom-poms.
Heretics. Heretics!
Oh, I can picture it. And I don't like it.
Oh, no, you love it.
Few utilities left over here. T-side just going silent. And now starting to fall here. Issa, he's good for just the 1. NBK is going to try to keep eyes on Connector, but XMS, he's already gotten outwards on this A site. Valda with a quick headshot. Alexi B the trade. 3 versus 2 turned even. And with that CT player coming up to the ticket, Mantu, he could decide to take control of the situation. Navera gets the bomb in. He tries to run back. Mantu taking to the top of ticket, puts it all on Kiyoshima. A Galil versus NBK and Mantu, but he is pinned into into this position. NBK, he's got the headshot from behind, and OG arrive on that 16th round. 16-3. Mirage, one hell of a blowout.
Yeah, that was a great game for OG, man. Like even with the loss on Nuke, even with that CT side looking dire, they put up a great first half. And other than that, which at least is a clear issue, right? When you win a BO3 like that, it can sometimes be hard to go, okay, what are the problems? What do we need to fix? Very obvious for OG. Very obvious what the problems were in that game, but the problems were not that problematic. Everything else fell into place really well. Inferno and Mirage, dominant wins for OG. They start off the group as we kind of wanted to here in Summit. I want OG on full form, and even though Heretics are like a strong, young, up-and-coming team, that's a game that I think OG should always be winning.
Yep. Again, if they want to be considered, a step above the likes of Heretics, if OG don't want to be seen on the same stage as Heretics, then they need to have wins like this. Again, clean up your nuke, boys. And this one would have been 3 convincing maps. But I guess that's all we have today on the B stream for the CS Summit 6. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You're all fucking awesome. This series was really exciting. It was really fun. And everybody who turned out, you guys are dope. I'm going to be here every single day until, the 2nd of July. So Hugo Byron will be back with me for tomorrow's second best of 3. I'm going to apologize ahead of time when I wake up at 9 a.m. tomorrow. The first half of the first map is going to be a little bit slower, but I'll wake up and I'll be there. And then Hugo will join us too. So I hope to have you guys back here on the B stream tomorrow. Keep it real, Twitch chat. Keep it locked on Counter-Strike. And of course, there's still more Summit going on today. The North American coverage begins soon with another crew of talented commentators. And enjoy that, gents. We'll catch all you guys tomorrow.
Peace.